Welcome to the show. Tonight we have big graphs, interviews, games, and what more. Here on Chilling3000 Hangouts with your host, Interview3000. Hi everybody, thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you all everybody. Hi everybody, I'm David here and welcome to the next episode of Chilling3000 Hangouts. Episode number 156. As tonight, we have a great lineup here for you, starting with our interview with Lacole Smith. And then after that, we have our the Jackpot. And then we have our Hangout Session where you guys can join in on the stream and talk with us for a good hour and a half or so, depending on what the plan is for tonight. We have some topics for you for us to discuss. Let's talk about the MLB spring training as it starts to get underway this week, as players and pitchers and catchers are all in the same groups as they get together for a great season. And let's just hope there's no players getting injured like Anthony Rendon. Man, what a bum that player is. The NBA All-Star Game has happened just recently, earlier this week, as Steph Curry has won the MVP of the NBA All-Star Game. And man, what a trash of a choke show that was for the NBA All-Star Game. Watching the NBA All-Star Game is like a game of 2K on rookie difficulty. Everyone's stunting, nobody's trying, and the scoreboard looks like someone left their controller on trouble mode. Next, we have the AHL Four Nations Face-Off that everybody's talking about this week. As unfortunately, for me anyway, in our country of the USA, that Canada has won the Four Nations Face-Off. Meanwhile, Adam Silver is fighting with everybody at home, including smashing his TV. And Trump is like, wait, am I going to make Canada my 51st state now? I don't know. It's crazy drama. Drama is everywhere it goes, right? And also, I want to say, SNL 50 has happened this past Sunday night. Bad timing for the NBA All-Star Game, I gotta say. So congratulations to SNL 50 for reaching 50 years. And that's going to be it here for this opening. We will be right back after these words with our interview with Lacole Smith. And which, by the way, this interview is also dedicated to Black History Month. So we will be doing an interview once per month that is dedicated to that theme. So we'll be right back after these words.
Hey, it's me again. I want to tell you about my latest project, the Game Show Network Broadcast Archives. Just go to gsnarchives.mirrorhees.org and see what we've got so far. We have... Fuck you. Hey, it's me again. I wanted to tell you about my latest project, the GSN Broadcast Archives, where we plan to document at least most of the broadcast history of our beloved Game Show Network dating from December 1994 to the present time. Just type in gsnarchives.mirrorhees.org and get in on the action.
Hello everybody, I'm here with our next guest here on this interview, and that is Lacole Smith. How are you doing, Lacole?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing good. So, since this program is called 10,000 Hangouts, what is like your favorite place to hang out? Like if it's like on the weekend or vacations, like what is your favorite place to hang out?
Well, honestly, I like to go to the movies or bowl. That's one of the things that I enjoy doing. So, if I was gonna just hang out for the days, those would be one of the places that you'll find me.
It's go. It's pretty cool. So tell us about your podcast, and you're an author as well. You can tell us about your book as well.
Okay, my podcast is Motivational Talk Dialogues and Show. And what I do with that is I interview authors and entrepreneurs so they can be in front of a new audience and they get the opportunity to share their information with my audience. And my audience get a chance to ask them questions while they're live if they're on, or they can come back and ask questions afterwards. And then I'll relay those questions over to them. So it's basically just to help them get their businesses out there, get their books out there, and help motivate and inspire them to know that they got somebody that has their back. My book that I have out there right now is Leaps of Faith, and it's my story basically of overcoming fear. I've been through a lot of things. I had to overcome losing our family home when I was younger. I had to overcome grief. My mom passed in 2016. So that's in the book. My dad passed in 2023. It's not in that book, but it's going to be in one of my upcoming books. Uh, I got hit by two 18-wheelers. So that's in the book as
Oh my,
well. Um, and basically just learning how to start back over again. Divorced at a young age, single mother. I think if it's capable of being done, I've been through it. So
yeah. Um,
yeah.
what what would we like to tell the people on why they should get your book?
Well, basically, it's for motivation to let them know that you're not in this alone. That no matter what you go through, no matter what you come up against, it is a ability that you have within yourself that can help you get through this. And these are the things that I expressed in my book because I want people to know that they're not in this alone and they don't have to think that nobody's ever been through this but them. So I kind of lay it all out on the line so people know that I'm relatable and that it's real. You know, I've been through
Yeah,
these things. I'm not just talking about it. I've actually been through it. I overcame it and I can help you get through it as well if you need the help.
absolutely. What were there any like tough moments while writing your book, like while going the process of writing the book? Did you ever thought, oh, I don't know if I could get through this, right, because it could get me emotional or whatever? Have you had those moments?
When I was writing about my mom, it took
Okay.
me almost 6 months to write that chapter. Because
Wow.
it was so emotional. It was like I was almost living through it again. So I would keep stopping and I was like, I can't do this. And I would keep putting it down. And I just had to basically make myself go ahead and finish that chapter because I know that writing about what I went through was going to help somebody. So it just kept me going. And but it took me almost 6 months just to write that one chapter.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Um, what about like the most positive? We just talked about, the negative, like that made me emotional. What about the opposite of that?
Well, the opposite part of it is writing about being a single mom because even though it was challenging, I love my children, and
Yeah,
that was my motivation. That was my will to keep going, to keep doing. So that was, to some people it may look like something bad because I had to raise them by myself for the most part. But to me, it gave me the opportunity to actually enjoy my children, be around my children. It gave my children the opportunity to be around their grandparents learned how to fend for themselves in some ways, and
Hmm.
they are beautiful, hardworking girls today. Well, ladies, they're not girls anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And as for the podcast right now, what is the schedule when you go live so that way my audience can check that out?
On Thursdays, I go live at from 4 to 6
Okay.
Central Standard Time. So from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, that's where you'll find me. Um, it's usually on my regular page, Lacole Smith, but I also share it to my business page, which is AL Publishing and Consulting. I share it to my YouTube. We're in the process of switching all that over to that as well. And it's shared on my motivational talk dialogues and show group as well.
It is Black History Month. I am wondering if you could want to share some of negative and positive experiences that you had all your life as a being color as concerned.
Um, I guess the most negative thing that I had happen was when our house burned down when I was younger. Basically losing everything. So I guess, in all reality, that was the most negative thing that I ever was dealt with. I had to switch schools. We had to rebuild everything and start all over. So that was a
Wow.
negative part. I guess looking at my mom passing should be negative, but as I look back on it, I think it gave me strength to grow. So um, it's not as negative as it would come across. But the most
Yeah.
positive thing in my life right now is my husband, my family, and my
Hmm.
grandkids. So that is the most important thing. Um, with both of my parents being gone, I'm the oldest sibling. It's kind of like you appreciate your family more because of the
Yeah.
loss. So that's very, very important to me, and it's a very positive thing in my life. They're very supportive. They always have my back, no matter what it is or who it is that I need.
Mm.
They're there for me and for the family. So I appreciate that a lot, and
Yeah.
they help me through a lot. So definitely a positive.
Absolutely. No matter what color you are, we should always respect each other. As we go through Black History Month right now, there's so many people that do great things for the community, and uh, you should just respect each other no matter who it is. That's
Definitely.
um, and I know that when your house burned down back then, a lot of people uh, did not respect, Black History or any Black community. Unfortunately, back then,
Yeah.
we're getting better as a nation, but um, the thing is, there's still a lot more work to do. Uh,
Yeah.
do you have any thoughts on how can we be better, to make the world better for communities like people of color like yourself?
Well, I guess the only thing that you can do is I'm a big advocate for using your voice and use your voice as much as possible.
Yeah.
Talk it out, talk to people, see how they feel. Why do they feel like that? Ask the questions, ask the necessary questions because you never know why people feel like they feel, and you never know why things are like they are. But if you just assume and you never talk to that person and you never ask that person, because a lot of people look at white people and they think everybody is racist. They look at black people and they think that everybody's a criminal sometimes. But if you don't talk to those people and you don't know from just finding out for yourself, like I'm never gonna take somebody else's word on anything. That's not me. Even when it came to my kids, if somebody said they did something, then I want to get to the bottom of it. Um, I'm not gonna be the type of person that just run with whatever's told to me. I'm gonna find out all the information that I need about it And we just need to talk about things more. We need to be more open. We need to be more understanding because a lot of people just narrow minded and their thoughts are their thoughts and they feel like that's how the world is and that's how things should go. But we have to be advocates with our voice. We have to, you know, appreciate each other, support each other, and stop making it about color because it's not about color. I don't see color. What I see is a world that needs help. I see a world that have children growing up that are going through so many different things that we need to be there for everybody, no matter what color they are, no matter what background they came from. We need to be the advocates that stand up and say, it's time for a change.
100%, because we don't know, like you said, what they're going through, and we just need to talk to the person, get to know to the person, so that way more respect will be had.
Exactly.
Because we want to be nice people to each other. We may not disagree with everything that we talk about, but at
Right,
least have some respect, and because there's a thing called opinion for a reason. Um,
right,
it's not it's not all facts. It's we have our own opinions, and we just need to respect that because we can't think all on like 24/7. That's not how the world works. Um,
right.
Even there's twins out there that don't think like no 100% all the time. Um,
Yeah,
so we just need to be stronger to everybody and respect more because that's how we can make the world a better place as well. Um,
that's true. And it's funny you say about twins because I actually have a set of identical girls and
oh
their
wow,
personalities are like night and day sometimes. So my sister and brother are
yeah,
twins and they don't always think alike. So, you know, we have to
yeah,
agree to disagree sometimes.
yeah. You said you like to bowl earlier. What is your highest score?
What is it?
You said you like to go bowling earlier, correct? Um,
I
what
do.
is
I do.
what is your highest score?
For the life of me, I cannot bowl a perfect game. I have not bowled a
Oh,
perfect game. I'm
that
always
that
short, like the last one I'll get a strike and then I'll get a spare. And I'm like, can I just have one perfect game? I'm not gonna give up until I
yeah,
get one perfect. I got to get one perfect game, but I'm always off by at least one um spare all the time.
yeah, yeah. I just started to go bowling again recently earlier this year, and I cannot bowl with without the bumpers is crazy on how many times I keep going to the on the right side on the left side. I'm just like, can I just go to the straight because I'm right in the middle, but it keeps going to the left or the right. I need bumpers, that rabbit. Uh, but how long you been bowling for, by the way?
I started in my teens and it's been
Okay,
hit and miss. It's been hit and miss since then. But like you said, I started with the bumpers and then I had to learn that you basically curve your body in the direction that you want the ball to go when you're releasing it, and it keeps it from going to
okay,
either side. So
okay.
it's kind of like a almost like a balancing game, when you're bowling.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta practice every week, and then you'll get there 100%. What other interests do you like to do? Like, do you watch any sports or TV shows? What else do you like to do?
Um, I am a big Equalizer fan. I like the one with Denzel, and I like the one with Queen Latifah as well. I like
Okay.
SWAT. And to go back old school, I like the show Murder She Wrote with
Hmm.
when Angela Lansbury's solving all of the crimes and fixing all of the stuff. I
Okay.
like that as well. But when it comes to sport, I'm a Saints fan as far as football is concerned,
Okay.
and I'm a big track fan because I ran track in school, so I'm a big track fanatic. I love track and field.
Very cool. Well, that's going to be it for this interview. Thank you so much for doing this. And hopefully we can talk again in the near future whenever the time comes. So thank you very much.
I appreciate you having me on. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And, Alright, everybody. We are here at the No Deal Jackpot with Caleb Washington. How are you doing, Caleb?
Doing good, thank you, David. Oh,
Yes, indeed. Are you ready to begin the No Deal?
yes, let's do it.
Alright. So, for those who don't know, tell us about what you're doing right now in college and all that good stuff. And more about
Uh,
yourself.
well, I'm a talk show host, and I'm also a game programmer.
Okay, very cool. Without further ado, let's begin Deal or No Deal. Alright, Keenan, welcome to Deal or No Deal. And today's game is going to take a lot of guts, a lot of luck, and of course, a great sense of timing. So, without further ado, let's get this game started by saying game, please. Here we go. All right. So, Caleb, you know how this works. There are 26 cases up there on your screen, but there's one thing that we do know that the top prize that you can win is a jackpot of $3.6 million. $3.6 million all the way down to a penny. Okay, so Caleb, let's begin by picking your case.
Number 16.
Number 16, okay. That is a case to keep, take home, spend it whatever you want, unless if you decide to sell it to the banker, but more on that later on. In order to determine what's in your case, you gotta open up the other cases one at a time. Remember those cases, it's not your case, and let's get started by picking 6 cases right now.
12.
Number 12. Number 12, open the case. 1080. 5 cases.
15.
15. 15, open the case. Not bad, $18,000. 4 cases.
Number 3.
Number 3. Number 3, open the case. $90. That's pretty good. 3 cases.
Number 9. Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9, open the case, please. $360. Two more.
Number 24.
24 for Kobe. Open the case. 720.
Number one.
Number one. Open the case. This will be the last case for this round. $90,000. Okay. The rest of the round, but let's see what the banker has for you. And he's calling us now. $121,000. Very early here.
No deal.
No deal. Okay. No deal to this. So we have to ask the question. All right. 5 cases.
5.
Number 5. Number 5. Open the case, please. All right. $3.60. 4 more.
10.
Number 10. Number 10. Open the case. No.
Oh, that hurts.
But don't worry. 2.7 million is still in play. 3 more.
That's gotta sting.
Yeah.
19.
19. 19. Open the case.
That's better. Much better. Seven.
Oh. I lost track.
Lucky number 7.
What was it? What was it?
Lucky number 7. No, you're right. Lucky 7.
All right, let's open it. Open the case. $270. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. One more.
Okay, 4.
Number 4. Number 4. Open the case. Oh,
I'll take it over 6 figures. 7 figures. Excuse me.
Yep.
7
figures.
I'll take it over 7 figures.
All right, let's see what the bank offer has. Knocked off 2 big amounts there. And the offer is going to be
it went down a little bit.
$111,000. So,
No.
Caleb, the question to you
ask a question.
is deal or no deal?
No deal.
No deal for Caleb. Remember, I have to ask you the question.
Right.
It's part of my contract.
Sure.
All right, 4 cases.
8.
Number 8. Number 8. Open the case, please. $360,000.
14.
3 more. 14. 14. Open the case.
Yes.
Okay, $2,700. Your next pick.
Number 18.
18. 18, open the case. $1,440.
22.
All right, your next 22. 22, open the case. $1,800. All right, banker calls. Oh, and by the way, folks, the 3.6 million is our highest record jackpot recorded in our jackpot series over the past few years on Chilling3000 Hangouts. The offer is $271,000. So, remember, there are 3 cases to open in the next round. There's 3 cases on the left side. 3 amounts on the left side. And there's a 36% chance of winning at least 1.8 million and 45% chance of winning 36,000 or less. And remember, 2.7 million is still on the board, and there's also other $1 million amounts on the right side as well. You don't want to leave this game right now and end up regretting that decision and end up with $1 million amount in your or multi-million-dollar amount in your case number 16. It's all about having the guts to go all the way and play it safe. So, I ask you, Caleb Washington, deal or no deal?
Nope. One more case. No deal. One more case. No deal.
No deal. Okay. Remember, it's actually 3 cases to open next.
Okay.
Start picking now.
21.
21. 21. Open the case, please. 180,000. It could have been way worse.
Yeah, it could have been.
2 cases.
17.
17. 17. Open the case, please.
What?
1,080,000. That's wasn't good, but it could have been worse. One more.
Could have been. 2.
Number 2. Come on, let's see something on the left side. Let's see something on the left side.
Maybe a penny.
A penny would be nice. A penny would be nice. Open the case. Okay, $18. 2 cases on the left side. Just 2 amounts. Just remember that, kiddo. All right, let's see what the offer.
Do I get the counter offer in this game or no? Do I get to use the counter offer or no?
No.
No counter. Okay, no counter. Okay.
$435,000. There's 2 amounts on the left side waiting to be open. And your case is with the banker, as $2,700,000 is still at stake. Do you have what it takes to go all the way to the finish line and hopefully contain $1 million case in your number 16? Like I said, I ask you, deal or no deal? The audience is saying go.
They're saying go. I'm going. Go. No deal.
No deal. No deal. All right, Caleb. You want to see something lucky in number 13 right here, right now. Number 13. 2 cases here at this round to open. Number
You want
13,
to
open the
penny.
case.
Penny,
36,000, okay.
penny. I'll take it though.
One more.
6.
Number 6. Number 6, open the case, please.
Let's see the penny, please.
No.
Penny a penny. Penny a penny. Oh. I still got 1.8.
You can still be a millionaire tonight.
Yeah, at
Just
least
remember
I still
that.
got 1.8.
You can still be a millionaire tonight. And just remember, 1 case at a time for the rest of the game.
Yep.
The offer is $20,000.
Oh, I went down a little bit.
$1.8 million. $1,440,000 is still at stake for you to take home. We don't want another contestant even here with $1 million amount. So I ask you, Caleb, deal or no deal? We want you to be a millionaire.
So do I. No deal.
No deal. No deal for Caleb. Okay. So Caleb, pick a case.
11.
Number 11. Number 11. Open the case, please. $3,600. Let's go. All right. Now the X offer. You're still in pretty good shape.
Mm-hmm.
This is your board, Caleb. This is your board.
Hey, you sound like Elizabeth Banks.
Maybe. Open the offer to $576,000. The audience is saying go. I want you to go. The question I have for you, as usual, is deal or no deal?
Go.
He's going for it. He's
Oh,
going
no
for it. No deal for Caleb. Just remember, even if we knock off one of those $2 million amounts, you can still win at least one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Pick now.
Where's the case? Okay, there it is. 23.
23.
Mm-hmm.
23. Open the case, please. Oh, okay.
At least it's not 1.8. At least it's not 1.8.
Correct.
At least it's not
1.8
1.8.
is still at stake. And 4 cases is now in play, including your case. This is taking an interesting turn.
If the next offer is $1 million, I'll take it.
We'll see. There's a 50% chance of blowing that huge amount. The offer is $430,000. So you're saying no deal? The audience is saying go, and I assume you are gonna go. Deal or no deal?
I am. Yes, I am. No deal.
No deal. Okay. Pick a case. Choose wisely.
26.
Number 26. 26. Please open the case.
Speechless,
Dag
David.
nabbit.
Speechless. Speechless, David. Speechless.
Man. Well, let's see what the offer is.
May as well come a member of the 1P Club.
$96,000, but no safety net is in play. So I ask you for possibly the final time with this situation in play. Deal or no deal?
You know what? I can't walk out. I can't walk out here with a. I can't walk out with a penny. So I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna say deal.
You're gonna take the deal for $96,000. That's still a lot of money. Congratulations, Caleb.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So now there are 3 cases on our stage here and in our studio to see if we make a good deal or not. If we will continue on, your next choice would have been what?
25.
25, okay. 25, open the case. You made a good deal tonight.
Yes!
We finally had a good deal, but the offer would have been down to $86. Let's see if your case had the penny. 16, open the case. It had the penny!
Oh, I have the penny! Oh! Oh, I'm so glad I bailed out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh.
That's going to be it for this historic episode of Deal No Deal Jackpot with the penny being in the case the whole time. See you next time here on Deal No Deal. Good night, everybody.
Mornings are better with Hardee's made-from-scratch biscuits. Hey, watch it, buddy. We serve them fresh from the oven, so they're always hot and buttery. Stop it. Stop poking me. And that makes our breakfast biscuits a delicious way to start your day. Hey. When I get up, I'm going to break that finger.
Get 2 big bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits made from scratch every morning for just $2 at Hardee's, where the food's the star.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? Then welcome to the Network 3000.
We've got you covered with all of the variety of content such as our weekly programs like
Chilling3000 Hangouts, the Popcorn Panel Podcast, Sports Show Standing Stand, Breaking the Chains, and more.
we also got the game shows, game plays, play-by-play reactions, blogs, and other fun stuff.
That you can only get here on the Network 3000. Subscribe today.
Alright, let me do this. Crazy finish, huh? Crazy finish attack the no deal Jackpot game. Let me change the background here. Hello, William and Gianni. How you doing?
Good.
Greetings and salutations.
Your microphone is not plugged in, William. Oh, plugged in,
Where are
William.
you? Get away from me.
Wait, is it?
Nope, I
Yes,
don't hear
right.
your microphone.
I
I can
hear.
hear it. I can hear William, but not the microphone in his headphones.
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
I can hear your. I can
okay,
hear it from your
let me
filter.
okay, let me refresh my.
Okay. So, what was your thoughts on that Jackpot game, Johnny?
That was crazy.
Yeah,
We've never
Can you hear
had
me
that
now?
before. I don't believe.
I can hear you. It's just that your headphone mic
What
is
the
not
hell?
plugged.
How is that possible?
You might need to check your audio settings, but that's all I can think of. But
All right, how about now?
oh, that's better. That's way
You know
better.
why? It's because I have my DualSense controller plugged in, so that's why.
There we go.
Oh,
Because
okay.
usually when so as you guys know, I've been doing a lot of Crash Bandicoot Warped content for the network community because I was actually inspired by Romy out of all people because he figured, hey, why not I join along the fray? And it's been going really well actually.
That's pretty good.
And the hard part about it is there's a certain thing called developer time. What it is that the developers over at Naughty Dog who have played the game, learned, everything, and I mean everything by heart, since they've actually created the actual game. I decided, you know what? Why not if I do a little challenge for myself by beating some developer times?
I see.
And as of late, I came close. Like it was like a close run
Yeah,
just to actually beat it because you have to be really precise, and it takes a lot of persistence.
absolutely. What? How do you play those games, by the way?
So what I use is that, well, I would play them on a regular PlayStation console, but the thing is, I don't have a CRTV in our home.
Oh, well, we're
So
getting a Tory raid. Oh my goodness.
well, what is he saying now?
I see the Tory raid on the live chat. Tory raid.
The Jordy raid. All right.
I thought for a second, I thought Jordan was right now, but hey.
Speaking of Jordy, I'm looking forward to actually watching him play Crash Bandicoot 2 tomorrow.
What games do you like to play, Gianni?
Like gaming stuff, I like to play a lot of the older Nintendo games. I've been kind of getting into a lot of online casino games recently, simulator games. I recently started getting into PC gaming not too long ago, but downloaded some emulators and like some Pokemon stuff, a lot of computer stuff, a lot of different things like trivia games on there, a lot of the Big John stuff on game.
Yeah. The Nintendo Switch 2, speaking of Nintendo, I don't know if I'll be getting that by the next 10 years.
I don't know if I'm going to get the Switch 2 yet.
Yeah, because it's basically the same console. I wish they would, wait to release it until 2026 because why? The 10th anniversary. They should have waited until then.
That was 27. Will be 27, but still, I think a little sooner to it.
Oh, yeah, 2016 or 2017.
2017, I remember, was when the Switch was released.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 2016, but no matter what, it should be released on the 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on that, William?
About as to what?
You think that the Nintendo Switch 2 should have been released later on instead of too soon? The Nintendo Switch 2?
A part of me thinks that yes, because what if people don't have enough money to afford a Nintendo Switch 2, or they have games in their collection, such as myself, who have not beaten the games I have in my collection. Like for example, I'm currently working on beating Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze as a game recently a game that I actually was playing recently since I've beaten Returns for the first time in so many years, and also too the space. It, do you have enough space for a new console in your room? You know,
Yeah.
and it's like, where are you gonna put it? Am I gonna put my Nintendo Switch 2 right by my Wi-Fi router right over here? I don't know. But the
Yeah.
prices, I'm curious on how the price tag is going to be.
Yeah, same here because
I wouldn't be surprised if, it would be the same range as the PS5 or the Xbox Series X,
yeah, I think it's gonna be going on that route too because if for one, inflation going on right now, and two, the newer consoles when it gets released, the more expensive it gets. And what's your prediction, Gianni, on how much the Switch 2 is going to cost?
It's probably going to be a lot right away, and that's probably why I'm not going to probably go for it right away. At least I don't know. Yeah. I'm already fine with my current with my Switch, and I might get it probably. I never get console. I don't think I ever have actually gotten a console right when it launches, but probably not gonna wait like a year or two maybe to get it. Maybe for Christmas one year or something. We'll see.
If I'm gonna get a Switch 2, it better have a lot of features that I can't get with my original Switch. And for those people that want to have room for their Switch 2, my bet is you need to put it in your finished basement or just, I don't know, build some cabinets or just put it away safely where it to make room for it, because plus people want to make gameplay videos with that with their capture card. So many consoles these days, and I respect those gaming YouTubers who have a lot of experience in their gaming setup, their gaming equipment, their gaming capture card, etc. It takes a while of work, and I know when you have a lot of emulators as well. A lot of gaming streamers use emulators too.
I do. I mean, whenever I record Crash Bandicoot content, I mostly use a emulator called DuckStation, which is mostly an emulator for emulate PS1 games.
PS1, okay. Do you have any emulators for GameCube for ideas?
Dolphin can count since they can emulate GameCube and Wii games. Because there was one time where hey Lord, there's one time where
hey everyone,
I emulated GameCube and Wii games on the same Dolphin emulator. And those would be Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3, and those work quite fine.
Don't you need like a special device for the Dolphin to work?
Yeah, I mean I do, but like I have like some sort of a controller adapter somewhere for the GameCube controller.
Yeah, because I tried to download Dolphin one time, and it said that I needed a lot of stuff for my controllers, and I'm just like, I don't know how to plug that into my computer. Plus, it's only a laptop, and I definitely need like a new desktop computer in order to have it run better and faster, because you need like a brand new computer in order to do those type of things, in my opinion. How's everybody's Friday doing here?
Doing good.
Doing all right.
I'm gonna ask you guys what's been up your mind. I would start with Hayes. What have you been up to recently? Mr. Lord.
Oh, you're talking to me.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was saying what's been up in your mind recently.
What's been on my mind? Well, been thinking about finally going to see a movie in the theater, something I have not done in like almost more than 2 months, actually.
Wow.
I thought you were gonna say more than 2 years for a second.
No, I've seen plenty of movies in 2 years, but I've kind of been a little lazy on the theater for the past couple months. So,
Well, I mean, Hades on my end, I just rather wait to watch movies on the big screen for movies I'm interested in seeing. You know,
yeah, I guess that makes sense.
because part of me thinks that, you know, the majority of movies nowadays are just like look so generic.
Yeah. Except
Yeah,
Nosferatu and Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, yeah.
yeah. You gotta when you want to check out a movie, you gotta make sure it's a movie that you actually like and looking forward to see, because you don't want to. I mean, unless if you're a movie writer, you don't want to go to the theater for every single movie because that'll just be time consuming.
I guess, yeah. But there's quite a few movies I do need to see, and man, I don't think I've had like such a phenomenal experience as Oppenheimer, which is the best fucking movie of this decade so far. I will die on that hill.
I agree.
Anyways, yeah, I don't think there's any like huge movies I want to see in theaters so bad until Superman.
Superman. Yeah, I've heard things about that. Gonna be big. When is that supposed to come out?
July 11th.
July.
But I think the closest movie I'm probably going to see in theaters is Wolfman. Wolfman this weekend. If it's good. William, have you seen it?
It's good. It's a good movie.
All right.
So they decided to air Spider-Man on 7/11. How funny. 7/11, July 11th. Get it?
Yeah.
All that. Are you a movie watcher, Johnny?
Not really.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember the last time I went to the movies.
Yeah. With me, I'm not really a movie person either. Hunter's saying Wolfman's not bad, but it's pretty much out for me. Yeah. It's just that I don't know, being at the movies for me is just, unless if it's Star Wars, then it's fun, seeing Star Wars, but that was like a long time ago, but plus, funny enough, guys, the movie theater has been closed in my town for 5 years, but now it's starting to open up again. Hey, David, how are you doing?
All right.
David Norris, a fellow that I followed on Facebook and all that good stuff, and I believe that you have a story that you'd like to tell us. Would you like to explain it?
Yeah, it took a while to figure that StreamYard out, but I got there.
Okay.
I got there.
That's fine. So tell us about your story that you told me that you wanted to share last time I messaged you.
Well, what do you guys know or heard or anything like that?
I don't know what this is.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. Let me go back to the messages that you were talking about. You're starting to write a book about your family.
So yeah, I come from like a game show family.
Okay.
You guys were into game shows at all?
Yes, we are.
We are.
So my father was Jack Nars, who did.
Oh, okay.
Beat the Clock and
oh wow,
Now You See It and Concentration. Started way back in the day with Dotto and Top Dollar and Seven Keys and all that. And
nice.
his brother, my uncle, was named Jim Nars, but he went by the name Tom Kennedy, and he did a lot of like the original Split Second, which I have one of the pieces there. I don't know if you can see it.
Wow.
The old second stage.
That's very cool.
And named that tune and a lot of other songs. And then my other uncle was my mom's sister's husband. It was Bill Cullen.
Oh.
So the original Price is Right, and a lot of panel shows, Blockbusters, Hot Potato, all that kind of stuff.
Very nice. What is that one one equipment from a game set that you absolutely love that you've gotten in your collection?
The one I like?
Yeah, like that one item that you've gotten over the years. If you had to pick one item that you collected, what that would be?
It'd be hard to say. My grandfather, who my mom and my aunt, their father, who was my grandfather, won the Academy Award in 1942 for scoring Yankee Doodle Dandy with James Cagney. And one of the trophies I got after they've all passed away is I got this little guy over here. So a lot of people don't have an Oscar, but I have an Oscar in house. My grandfather's Oscar from 1942 for Yankee Doodle Dandy. So it's nice to have.
1942.
Yeah. That was before I was even born.
Yeah. Before my grandparents were even born too.
Yeah. Yeah. So where are you at, David?
I'm from New England, Massachusetts.
Okay. So you're all East Coast guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not.
All right.
Then what does that make you then, Hades? Hold up. Is it
Hades, Lord?
I guess a West Coast.
Okay, that's where I'm at.
I was gonna say for your nickname, Hell Coast. Damn.
Oh, Lord. Get the fuck out of here, William.
Well, hey, I did punch you after all when I was Hercules, bitch.
Oh, that was funny.
So yeah, David, we're basically, my YouTube channel here is a game show community type of channel. But I also talk about a lot of sports, and we have a movie podcast on here as well. So we talk about a lot of variety of fun stuff on here. So if you're wondering what my favorite game show of all time is Deal or No Deal. Have you ever watched it before?
Mm-hmm. To me, that's. I mean, it's funny because there's no Q or A's on that one. It's just pick a briefcase, So it's you think of quiz shows or game shows. To me, that's a game show, and a quiz show would be like a Q&A, like a Jeopardy or even Wheel of Fortune would be to me a game show because you're playing a game, you're spinning a wheel, you're trying to guess a puzzle, stuff like that. Game show. The original Price is Right, which all you were doing was bidding on products, trying to whoever got closest without going over, they would get that product. It was not a big deal, not like the Bob Barker one or that. Much simpler. Yeah.
I've always wondered why Wheel of Fortune is called America's Game, because there's so many game shows out there that have been going longer than that,
Must have been something Merv Griffin came up with, I guess. But to me, it's Hangsman's, and we used to play that in the car when we were traveling. You'd put a head first, and then the body. It was like a stick figure, and you'd always guess. And when you missed, you started building the person on a hangman's noose, and you tried to guess the puzzle before you had a person hanging all the way.
Yeah, that was how Wheel of Fortune came about.
Yep.
And also before Wheel of Fortune was originally aired for the first time, they did a pilot show called Shopper's Bazaar. Back in I think that was in 1973.
Yeah.
Before Wheel of Fortune, but
Chuck Woolley was doing it.
Chuck Woolley did host that.
Yeah.
Chuck Woolley, rest in peace to him, of course.
Yeah.
It's sad that
musician and band leader.
Yeah, it's pretty sad that all these game show legends are passing away. We lost Bob Barker a couple of years ago, which he came closest to 100 without going over. But it's what's your favorite game show host of all time, David?
Yeah. Well, Bob Eubanks is still alive. He's old.
Yeah.
I saw him last summer. They had the Game Show Expo here in Burbank, and he was getting pretty frail.
Yeah.
His son
How's sorry to interrupt, but how is everybody in LA doing right now?
I'm not in LA. I'm South Orange County, so I'm about an hour out of LA. My son lives in LA. My youngest son lives right by Dodger Stadium.
Okay.
And during the fires in Glendale, and then there was the fires in Hollywood, they were getting all sorts of pings on their phones all night. You might have to evacuate, you may not. It was pretty hectic. Other than just a lot of smoke, he was fine. Adam Neediff?
Yeah.
So Adam lives in Glendale, and I spent New Year's up there with him playing some games, and he told me that he actually vacated his apartment because he wasn't sure. He doesn't drive, so he has to Uber. So he didn't know if they got in a situation where Uber wouldn't be allowed to come in. So he went ahead and headed south and rented a hotel for like 5 days, and got out of the area. My son didn't have to evacuate, but he did end up going out to the Coachella Valley, where he has friends out there. So he stayed out there. He was just getting sick and tired of getting, prepare to, evacuate on his phone. The phones were going crazy up in LA.
Yeah, it's very sad to see, what's going on in LA right now, because I was actually in LA this past December for Price is Right taping.
Nice.
So, and here's my friend Chester. Hello. And there's Mr. Money AD in the chat. David, tell Chester what your background is, what your family's background is, because since he just came in.
Are you into game shows too, Chester?
I used to watch a few when I was a kid. I grew up watching with my grandparents The Price is Right. Sometimes late nights when I would spend the nights with them, Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, grew up with Nickelodeon as well.
Oh, Nick, yeah. Well, you'd have to watch Buzzer or Game Show Network to see any of my family's game shows. They've all passed. They're all gone now. But my dad was Jack Nars. His brother was Tom Kennedy. And my other uncle was Bill Cullen. And they're all from the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
That's cool.
The pioneers of game shows back when Mark Goodson and Bill Todman were a team, and Bob Stewart worked for Goodson Todman, and then he started his own production company, and a lot of the guys started their own production companies.
When is your book coming out, by the way, David?
What's that?
When is your book coming out, by the way?
Well, I'm still working. I have boxes. Every time a family member passed away, I ended up with all the papers. Like my uncle have his original contracts when he did Dr. IQ and Big Game and Password, and so I've got all these old contracts. My Uncle Jim, I say Uncle Jim, it's always been my Uncle Jim, but Tom Kennedy, he did a Hardcastle in McCormick, and I've got that script, and he did a Sybil. He did a Sybil TV. He just did a part on it. My dad did a couple of parts too. There's an old show called The Farmer's Daughter, I think, with Ingrid Bergman or something like that. And he played like the mayor. So they would do other little things on the side, but they all started in radio and then got into television and game shows and stuff like that. Back then, were game show hosts. They weren't, band leaders like Chuck Woolery or Peter. Peter Marshall was a big band singer, and he ended up being a game show host. And all these other guys had other jobs before they became game show hosts.
Yeah. It's just game shows have a lot of history over the past decades, and and it's funny that a lot of game shows have been rebooting in this past, like with Price of Luck got rebooted. Car Sharks just got rebooted. What is your favorite game?
Back again,
Password, yeah.
Well, Hollywood Squares.
Hollywood Squares is back. Yeah.
It's weird because they charge ticket. I mean, it used to be you just go to a game show or ask for tickets, but Hollywood Squares, you have to buy tickets to go to that one. That's something I'll never do.
Yeah. What has been your favorite games to reboot this decade?
They rebooted Split Second.
Okay.
And I saw a taping of that. And again, they've really downsized it. I grew up in like CBS Studio 33 and 31 were the two, big ones, 43 and 44, I think.
Yeah.
But 33, my dad, when he was the announcer for Bob Crosby and the Bobcats, this is, in the 50s, live television, and that was Studio 33 at CBS. And as you know, CBS sold that building, and now it's being used for different purposes and stuff. And Price and Let's Make a Deal has moved out to Glendale, very close to where Adam lives. In fact, Adam could walk there.
Yeah.
Those studios. And Michael Higgins, who did Split Second, they were out almost to, gosh, I forget the name, Silmar or something like that. They're out there past Burbank, past it, way out in the valley. Yeah.
And that's where Randy West lives near too, as well.
Oh, okay.
Randy West. Yeah, I'll get to that later, Mr. Money. Here's me with George and Drew on The Price is Right. So
very cool.
Yeah. That was this past December, and thank goodness that went this past December before everything happened last month. But that was my first ever game show taping.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. I'm 21 years old, by the way, so this is my. I was able to get into a game show taping for the first time, and also, LA is very expensive to have a vacation to. Unfortunately, you know what I always say? I've been saying this for so long. I wish game shows were more taped in New York City than in LA.
Well, weren't they doing Pyramid with Strahan? I think they go
that's
back.
That's the only game show.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he came out here for one season, but they're back. But New York seems to be doing a lot more, and actually Atlanta, Georgia, with Steve Harvey and Taylor.
Okay.
In Georgia, they do. Isn't that where they do?
Georgia. Yeah.
Food or stuff like that.
Yeah, they do it in Georgia because they put that Georgia symbol at the end.
The Floor. I think Adam was telling me the first two seasons of The Floor were done in Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they actually flew everybody to Ireland.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess it was really cheap there.
Yeah, and I know Family Feud did some tapings in other countries as well with Steve Harvey for special occasions. Like I remember in 2020 they did Family Feud somewhere. I forgot where.
Africa, I think South Africa.
South Africa.
Really?
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, they did that back in 2020. I think it was because
Johannesburg or something. That's how.
I'm not quite sure why they did it during that time, but I guess they wanted to keep on the shows. But that was interesting. But I never, The Price is Right has been the only game show I've ever been to as a taping. Hopefully, I can do Family Feud someday because I'm not sure how many years left on Steve Harvey's contract. I'll have to look that up because he's been doing this since like 2010. Steve Harvey, he's been doing it for a while now.
He's been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
When I would do camera blocking, I mean, back then it was just ABC and CBS at Television City, and NBC in Burbank, and ABC on Prospect Avenue. That's where we would do. Family Feud was at ABC on Prospect when we do camera blocking there, and NBC was my uncle's show Blockbuster. They also did a show called Stumpers that Alan Button did, and then CBS was a lot of other shows and a lot of pilots. But I think Body Language, Nighttime Price is Right with my uncle, and a lot of other TV shows there. there was a gal named Kay Henley who did a lot of the celebrity booking, and again, what would generally happen, I'm a member of ASCAP, I'm a member of ASCAP too, but SAG-AFTRA, and AFTRA, they would hire people who were in the union. So when they brought all the props out to set up like Price is Right, they would do run-throughs, but with actors. So they would make sure all the camera blocking was done, everything was in the way, and they'd rehearse that way, and then they'd bring the audiences in and have the real shows. But we would get paid for, pretending to be Bob Barker, pretending to be a contestant on the show, and go to the commissary and eat. And it was a lot of fun. I got to work with my dad on Beat the Clock when Monty Hall was the host. And my dad was the executive producer and the announcer, and I was on staff. I worked with a guy named Mark Bowerman. What we did is we kind of tried to get the props together. We would practice the stunts up in the rehearsal hall. If they worked, Frank Wayne would come, Paul Alter would come, Mark Goodson would come. They'd see how the shows presented or how the tricks presented themselves. And if they worked, then they'd go down and get built by the CBS, IATSE crew. And then I'd be a judge on the show and kind of let Monty know because he's looking around. Somebody was winning or not. So
and those
it was fun.
And game shows go all the way back to black and white television.
Game shows go to radio.
Got the radio too. Truth or Consequences.
Yeah, my Uncle Bill did a Beat the Clock on the radio. He did a Name That Tune on the radio, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
how my dad got into TV. Basically, he was in radio, and everybody kind of said, "Hey, there's this new thing coming around." My dad was the announcer with Betty White when she did Life with Elizabeth, which was like the first sitcom on television. And he also would do Space Patrol. Saturday mornings they'd do the 4:30 in the morning for the New York feed because
4:30 in the morning.
Well, it's 7:30 in New York and it's live.
Yeah.
So they'd have to do the show at 4:30, and then they go have breakfast, and they come back and do it again live at 7:30 for LA. So they do the same show twice, one live for New York at 4:30, and he's working till 11 o'clock the night before doing live commercials. And then he'd get 2 hours sleep and wake up and go do that. Uncle Bill he said he'd have 3 Mondays a week and 3 Tuesdays because he'd wake up at 3 a.m, do his radio show at 4 a.m. or something till 6 a.m, then go home, take a 2-hour nap, wake up and go do Price is Right, because it was live, and then go home and take a nap and come back and do I've Got a Secret. Then he'd go home and go back to sleep. So he'd wake up 3 times a day, wouldn't know what day it was.
My friend Danny.
Nothing was taped, so you had to do it that way.
My friend Danny here says hi to you, by the way.
Hi, Danny.
In the live chat. I wish people would listen more to the radio nowadays because you can get your radio on your phone, your computer. You can get while multitasking done for sure while listening to the radio. And also, you don't have to worry about watching commercials every 5 minutes.
Sometimes a lot of the streaming services now, to make it less expensive, they add commercials.
Commercials are for the Super Bowl. Damn it.
So what do all you guys do? So David, what do you do?
Right now I'm volunteering as for just life skills stuff. And I've been doing YouTube since 2019, so I've been doing this for quite a while now. So I'm a game show fan. As for sports, my favorite sport is baseball. And my favorite team is the Red Sox, and so I hate the Yankees. So
I got to go get my championship Dodger hat out of the other room.
We got Dodgers. I loved it when Auger Brewer just struck out Alex Verdugo. That will squirt. Anyway, you can ask whoever else you want, David, on here.
Are you an ice hockey fan, being up in the Northeast like that? Me?
I do like watching hockey too. Did you saw that game last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, USA Canada.
Overtime. What a shame.
Yeah.
But
I wish USA would and McDavid just a Boston killer again.
Yeah. So you Celtics fan, you watch basketball too?
Yeah, I do watch the Celtics games. I do watch mostly the home games for both basketball and hockey. Because I'm more into baseball games, but and I like to take a break from sports during that off season. But I do like mostly watching the home games. I do like watching college hockey too once in a while.
Yeah, even college basketball, it seems like is more.
Yeah.
Anyway, here it seems like a lot of people like college basketball. You know,
And
it's a
hockey
way to
too.
spend a Saturday afternoon instead of your all day Sunday too. So.
And also college hockey too, as well.
Yeah.
Jesse, tell David here what you do for.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much an avid collector of video games. I'm a music enthusiast. I enjoy physical media. You know, I'm not really a digital guy since I grew up since I was born in '85. You know, I've learned to appreciate, stuff I grew up with.
Yeah.
What kind of music?
Anything from the '60s, like Chicago. I enjoy Chicago. Beach Boys.
Nice.
'70s. '70s rock and heavy metal.
What's up, David?
Doing
good.
I'm in here, guys. I'm in here. What's going on, David? How y'all doing? What's up, man?
What's up?
We're just relaxing here, getting to know a lot more game show history thanks to David here who has the same first name as me, which is pretty cool.
Oh.
The gesture. You see those in the background there? My little rack over there.
So we got two.
Those are nice.
Got a few guitars over there.
Oh no, that's pretty cool actually. I like instruments, and musical stuff. I heard y'all talking about game shows earlier. And I'm a big fan of game shows myself. Like I'm a big fan of them. I even play the games and stuff,
Good.
Yes, we all do the same thing,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I see that you be doing some yourself, David.
Yeah, I do host game shows on this channel as well, so I'm a big game show fan, sports fan, all that stuff. Gianni, tell David here what you do for David.
Yeah, I work for guest services for a Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, where they have the Devils play. So I work a lot of the games and concerts they have there. And when I'm not doing that, I like to go to concerts of my own. I am a fish head. I've been to 31 fish shows.
Wow.
And and of course the game shows on here. I'm kind of getting into playing game shows with these guys and kind of hosting game shows on my own. I've hosted a couple. I've hosted High Rollers here on the network. I'm doing a series of Scrabble on my own right now.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Scrabble's a tough game for me because I was in radio for a while, and the first thing you do in radio if you're reading copy, news copy, is you cross out things and you try to spell them phonetically how they're pronounced. So you might say beige is B long A and a J. It just so it looks weird, but it helps you when you get to there say beige. So Scrabble, I'd end up spelling names wrong because I'm spelling them phonetically, and that's not how you spell that.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it sounds.
Another tough game is Monopoly.
Oh, me too. Me too. I remember being a kid and not knowing what to do. Like y'all remember those days when you was a kid and you just was happy just to see money and stuff, but you ain't figure it out. It's like, wow.
Even though
this game is amazing. Hard though.
Yeah.
I got this really fun Monopoly game I play. Let me get it real quick.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, go for it. Will.
Going around the horn here.
William unmutes. I don't know if he's busy right now. But,
say what?
Oh, there you
He's watching something on TV.
Oh, sorry about that. I was actually what I've been doing is I actually been doing a lot of gameplay videos for the network community. Like for example, I've been playing a ton of
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot Warp. Yes, thank you. And it was actually inspired by Romy out of all people because he's actually been uploading some content and was like, hey, you know what? I could join along the fray and gain some inspiration from a guy who just loves, playing retro video games as much as I do.
Nice. So what do you do for?
Yeah, what do you do for a living?
I mostly actually work for my parents' business. Actually, I work as a quality assurance specialist for 10 years.
Nice.
And what I do is that I basically
why
like
it's not
work
flowing.
a lot through websites and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's been honestly, I feel grateful to just have a job I love doing.
That's great.
Now that is great. Now most people hate their jobs. Most people like, damn, I got to get up and come to this. So to have a job you
Thank you, Mr. Money. Thank you. I keep telling people, oh, you love your days off from work. They get a real job that you actually love.
Well,
Yeah, that's
if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody clip that, please. Thank you.
Yes.
I was not the one that originated that.
Hayes, tell how David here what you do for a living.
Me, I am a YouTuber. I have a YouTube channel where I talk about films, TV shows, and video games, all across the media. And a film critic. I've read so many reviews. I love doing reviews, rankings, top tens.
I love reviews.
What kind of movies?
Oh, pretty much almost any kind of movies, whether it's horror, fantasy, sci-fi, action, whatever, thriller.
But current ones, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, and some past ones too.
So if a movie comes out on Netflix or if it comes out on Paramount Plus, you review those as well, or
sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
I talk about new movies and past movies.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you get into movies, Hayes?
What made me get into movies? Well, it's a long story, and I'm not going to get into it on stream. But let's just say that I've had a dream. I've wanted to get popular, and I've wanted to talk about my knowledge of films, TV shows, video games, and I wanted to share that with other people publicly on a YouTube channel. And I got inspired by a friend of ours in the network, Mr. Gare Bear. And yeah, he inspired me to make my YouTube channel, and yeah, I became Hades Lord, and yeah.
Movies is very popular, but sometimes it can waste your time once in a while.
Yeah.
Everything's a series now. I do
True.
I do some background acting, and I keep getting these. You get on your phone, you get a little ping, and it says, "Hey, are you available to do the show?" And a couple weeks ago, we did a show. I have a motorcycle too, and sometimes they hire you because they have a motorcycle, like a biker bar. So they want you and your bike, and the bike makes more money than I do. So we're all in this bar, and I'm looking at the actress who's doing the lines. I go, "Oh, that's Jennifer Garner."
Oh wow!
By the way, Hades Lord, Silence of the Lambs.
It's a show on Apple, and it's called the Last Thing He Told Me. Based on a book. I've never read the book. But what's weird is they don't tell you the show's name because they don't want you telling anybody where you're going and stuff. So they called the show something. I think it was somewhere where she lived in the series. So so you didn't know it was the last until you got there, and then you finally look it up. But it's fun to do. It keeps me a little bit active. I've retired, a couple of years ago. I was a general contractor and concrete contractor. I still have my real estate license, but retired a couple of years ago. And like I said, trying to work on the book, going through all these old files, newspaper clippings, all that. Trying to maybe do something more that people don't know, more family photos, more what Dad was like when he, took you to, out to dinner, lunch, or something like that. And there's people out there that know more about my dad and my uncle's careers than I do, because they worked with them and they did those things. But I got all these pictures, headshots and stuff, and pictures that people don't have. And I think it might have a lot of photos in it, might have just little clips here and there. Yeah. We were friends with the Carsons. My dad, Johnny Carson's second wife was the model on, I think it was called Video Village that my dad did. And that was Johnny Carson's wife. And
Johnny Carson, what of that?
Yeah, the old Tonight Show.
Yeah,
no, that's very interesting.
Yeah,
very.
His kids used to come to our house when we lived in Encino and go swimming, and then when we moved to New York, they moved to New York, and we grew up with his kids, and then for some reason when they moved back to California, my dad and Johnny kind of didn't hang out much anymore. I think it had a lot to do because Johnny divorced his second wife, who was a friend of our family, and this and that, It gets weird, because my mom and dad got divorced, but Bill and Bill Cullen, my dad, were really close friends. But the problem was Bill's married to my mom's sister. My dad marries my mom, but again, then gets divorced. So then they're getting invited to parties over at Bill and Ann's when they moved to California from New York. But there's my dad with my stepmother, and there's my mom, and there's my uncle and my mom's sister, and it gets weird. So
yeah, I feel you on that.
It's
weird.
Like, dang.
Yeah.
My dad loved Bill a lot, and Bill loved my dad a lot. They were really close friends. My dad introduced Bill to my aunt, and so they had a connection there. But the last 30 years of their lives, and especially when Bill had moved to California, they didn't see that much of each other just because of the uncomfortableness of bringing, my dad bringing his wife to his friend's house, who happens to be married to his ex-wife's sister. That didn't go over.
Let's just say drama is everywhere.
Yeah, it's weird. They're all gone now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like
hey, Mr. Mr. Money, tell David what you do for a living.
Yeah. What do you do?
Well, like with this whole YouTube thing, mainly I've been on here for a while, right? Like I've been on YouTube for probably about 13 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, probably about 12, 13 years. I done so much on here though. That's the thing. That's why nowadays in my life, I'm trying to think more about what I want to do and what I want to prioritize, because it's like I've been on here for a while, but then I'll do one thing, then jump to this, then jump to that, then jump to that. Like I done music, I done all types of topics, I done sports, and a lot of the stuff actually has gotten attention. Like I have my live streams, I done gaming. I heard some of y'all say y'all gamers. I'm a huge gamer, collector, been doing this since I was younger, man. But lately though, my main focus lately has been my wrestling content. Like I don't know, I just been a big fan lately, and what's that? I see some. Is it? Oh, okay. I see you over there. Hey, man, I got a stack over here that I play, right? Like I be jumping from console to console sometimes, but wrestling is my main focus now. Like I done been watching it nonstop, critiquing it, reviewing it for almost 5 years now, and this honestly has gotten me a lot of play. And I just recently moved my wrestling content from my main channel and made a whole new channel just for that, and it's been very successful. For what it's been doing, and I'm happy about that. Now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my main channel and just get it more focused, because I realize that's what you need to be. I realize if you don't focus and you just keep jumping around, then it's how are people going to really take you seriously?
Yeah, you gotta pick something and be real good at it.
Yeah, especially if you're good at it.
Yeah, and my advice too, like what David said, is just do what you want to do as well.
Right.
Love what you do, and you'll never work a day in your life. Because if you like what you do, you're not working. You're doing
and it's that much easier. You know,
Yeah.
it's less stressful.
Yeah.
Much easier. And you enjoy it. And that's what I want to do. I want to do things I want to enjoy. I want to help people.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk, discuss real issues. I mean, I like to have fun, play games. We all like to have fun, but I like to discuss real topics as well and stuff like that.
Don't live for Fridays, people.
I like
That's
that.
why it'd be
Yeah,
hard for me to get in here, David, because I just came off doing the stream myself. But I'm like, let me show you some love, though, because I know you came through, you supported me, and I appreciate that, David. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yep, absolutely. David, I'm gonna have to go so that way we could get some other things situated for the rest of the stream. It was an honor to have you on, and thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you guys, and
You too, man.
Good luck
You're
in
more than welcome.
all your endeavors. Good luck.
You're more than welcome to come back on in the future.
Buddy, appreciate it.
Nice talking with you.
All right. Take care.
Same here. Take care.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
All right.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was David Norris. That was very surprising and very interesting and very exciting conversation we had with him. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Special surprise.
That's pretty
there.
cool.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Tell you the truth, I did not expect those stories to come out, but it made it more enjoyable, and I hope to talk to him again once his book comes out, which I don't know when, but
what is it? What is his book called?
I don't know. I'll ask him when the time is right because he's just starting to write it or a little while ago. Just
okay.
But once his book is done, I want to promote it. So hopefully that will happen in the next couple of years. And hopefully I'll have him on again sometime near this year or so to talk more about the state of game shows, radio, television, etc. Because that's all we love to do here is watch TV, game shows, sports, listen to radio. And like I was saying earlier, I feel bad for people who I kind of lost train of thought, but I feel bad for people that didn't get the chance to watch the old technology back then, because that was the good stuff back then in the early 2000s, late 90s, 80s. Of
You
course,
talking about movies?
No, technology.
Oh, technology.
And the I'm talking about radio, television.
Oh yeah,
all that stuff. Gaming, 80s, 90s, 2000s, whatever, forever in our hearts, because that was the golden time of our era. Because yes, we like more advanced technology to help us with certain things, but life was more simpler back then.
Yeah, and, like today's video gaming. They had the download patch for everything.
That's true.
Back then, you could just stick a cartridge in a console, and there you go.
It loaded up so quick. I've been playing my PS2 a lot lately, and it's been fun. It's been fun. Like
PS2, yeah.
The greatest console ever.
Crazy.
The greatest console with an expansive library.
And you right about that, David. You are right about that though, because a lot of people, they won't know about that, because they didn't experience those times. But you right, like honestly, like you said, it was way more simpler, and it kind of made you appreciate it more. Like things were more creative, not so much out there, because nowadays I feel like that's a big problem nowadays too, is that people want to just do anything to get attention because they know they can do it on social media instead of being, like more creative or artistic to get the attention. That's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah.
It happens though, but
yeah. And I was born in 2003, so I was able to experience some of the old technology before we got into this type of technology. I was able to see in live and living color a Windows XP computer. I was able to remember that using that. Windows
Me
7.
too.
Windows XP was more simple back then.
Yep.
And we used it. We made Windows XP work, didn't we?
Yeah. Windows 95. I grew up with Windows 95.
Yeah.
What did you grow up with, William? William?
Oh gosh, the N64, the PS1, PC, obviously, PS2, GameCube, and all those type of shit, man. Right, Chess?
Classics.
Hell yeah.
And I assume the same with you, Gianni and Hayes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
what's
had
that?
I had like a Wii and the original DS.
That's
yeah,
the first console I ever collected for was the Wii.
I forgot about the DS.
Same here. Yeah, and
Like that's what started me into collecting.
Yeah, and with the Wii, that was my first real video game console. But I had a console before that. I don't know if this is actually called a video game console, but when I was very little, this is what I had. Was my first game type of system. But
They used to have a lot of those back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if this was actually a video game console, but it was a gaming type.
Is it from VTech?
VTech, yeah.
Oh yeah, I never had one of those.
Yeah, they would sell like little laptops back in the day, like same with Tiger Electronics, all those handheld classic games.
Yeah. Yeah, VTech was a different era, but also, of course, the old computer PC games as well, which I forgot what type of. I forgot what was the name of the company for the. I'll have to check that.
I don't know if y'all can see it too well, but I got some of my games over there in that little case.
Nice.
I don't know if y'all can see it that well though, but those are some of my classics I got lined up.
Nice.
That's like PS2, 360, PSP. Yeah, I got some Switch games over there and stuff too.
Yeah.
Fusion Frenzy.
This was what I was talking about.
Yeah. I used to have something similar to that, David. I don't know if it counts, but this company that leapfrogged, it was called the Leapster, and there were a lot of older, like, educational games mostly that I would have. They made.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Was it like Leapfrog or like you said
Leapfrog? Yeah, and then
yeah,
they had their whole line of characters, whatever, and then they had that console, Leapster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody remembers these handheld games.
The Tiger?
Hell yeah.
I definitely played those as a kid.
Oh yeah, those are always good.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I had Batman, and I had the Mortal Kombat one. They had Tigers for literally everything, literally.
Harmonious Entertainment, that was the computer game company that was founded in 1992. And as for when it discontinued, it was 2005, surprisingly.
Oh.
So it hasn't been around for 19 years, but so yeah, that's when it went away. But I just wish we still had that old technology because, I mean, granted, if we didn't have the technology that we had today, we wouldn't be here doing this program.
Yeah.
But It's just that I wish we could keep both. I mean, I wish there was an option where we could still have that old technology feel like it was back in the 80s, 90s, or whatever. You know.
I agree. How do you feel about streaming services? Because you can still collect DVDs and Blu-rays today. How do you feel about streaming services today?
It really depends whether I won't watch a show that's like exclusive to the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. With streaming services, I just wish that the only thing is you could basically find a way to, what is the right word? DVR it or
Stream it
find a,
illegally.
yeah, just a way to save it, save whatever when you want to watch, because you can't move forward or backward, and I don't know. It's just everything's going to streaming services. I mean, look at the NBA. They're going to Prime, I believe.
And that's why it's so hard to keep up with their games. I feel like that's a big issue with the NBA. It's hard to keep up.
Oh, and guess what? What happened earlier this morning or yesterday?
What happened?
Major League Baseball is no longer on ESPN.
What?
After this year, MLB on ESPN is going to be no longer.
Wow, I wonder why. Because the MLB has been doing pretty decent and good
I
lately.
know with Soya Otani, and Mike Trout, who are the other top players? I mean, they have great talent, and I mean, you know what it is? It's bad commentary. They don't have good announcers on there in MLB on ESPN anymore. I used to like it when they had Matt Vasserskian, doing the commentary for MLB on ESPN. But now he's doing stuff for MLB Network, which is a good thing. And they also, yeah, but they just don't have good announcers on there, and even the games are not that good anymore. So, and they used to do like also MLB what you call it, different type of telecast where they bring up people they interview as well, but they don't do that anymore. So it's just I stopped watching in MLB on ESPN last year, and because of bad commentary. And there was one time when I was watching the Red Sox game, they were it was a walk-off hit, but they almost missed the player hitting the ball. Like they were showing another, they were showing the manager or something, and they almost missed that walk-off hit, like by a second. And it's just bad. And they tried to make it this huge thing. They tried to, they get away from the game itself, and it's not good.
That makes me think about other sports.
I mean, look what's going on with the NBA right now with how bad their viewership has been going in.
Yeah.
Look, and also the NHL. Did you guys watch the NHL game last night? I mean, the USA Canada. Did you watch it, Jesse, Hayes, and William?
Yeah, it's insane what's going on with
not.
those leagues.
Yeah, like the NHL is doing something better.
No.
The NHL had their Four Nations face off, and that's been doing way better than even the All-Star game, man.
Yeah, it was.
Let me see. It was.
Yeah, that All-Star game.
I have the picture saved here somewhere of what the viewership was. Oh yeah, 9.3 million viewers for the Four Nations Face Off Championship game. Peak. Let me see.
That's good.
Yeah. 9.3 million viewers for that championship game. It was
I heard people talking about the fights. Is that the same game where they were like, "Oh wow, the 3 fights happened in the first"?
That was the game on Saturday against the USA
Saturday,
in Canada.
yes.
Because I heard people talking about that.
Yeah, first 3 fights in the first 9 seconds of the game.
Yeah, and it's just, and I'm gonna be having a guest on doing another interview this Sunday with my friend Bill. We're gonna be talking about that as well. Going over to the NHL Four Nations face off. It's just the game is so much better, fast paced, and a lot of people who say that don't watch it in NHL, that was the best hockey that they ever watched, and I don't know if they're gonna continue watching that afterwards, but it's a sport where all you gotta do is know the team
Mm-hmm.
and just roll with it. You don't have to know the players like NBA and all other sports. You just gotta follow the teams, and I know Gianni can agree with me on that. You don't have to know the players.
No.
You just gotta follow the team and know your team's history, and you just gotta roll with it. They can see, and you should check out the segment I had here with David Norris this week. You should check that out when it's done if you missed it. And also my interview with Lacole Smith as well.
Like Loki, I want to see the Mighty Ducks again. Speaking of hockey, like Loki, I remember watching that when I was a kid, and I used to love the Mighty Ducks movies, and I would just love to watch it again as an adult. Like, was it really, really good? Y'all remember the Mighty Ducks?
Hell yeah!
I've never seen.
I grew up watching those movies.
I used to like the Mighty Ducks. Well, Michael J. Fox, wasn't he in that? Michael J. Fox.
I think it was Emilio Estevez.
Emilio Estevez?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Because it was like 3 of them.
Yeah, he sounds so familiar.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh, we got Tayton in the building. What's up, Tayton?
What's up? I decided to. I didn't know David was still live, so I was like, fuck it, I'll come in for a few minutes. Saw Money's in here, William, Jesse, the Hades, and Johnny. Okay, I probably was going to butcher the name, which is okay because my name gets butchered all the time. Well, surprisingly, I've always said this. It is so funny how back in the day, and even still to this day, I get called Clayton, Shaden, Sheldon, Clayton. But when literally, I went to jury duty, any court stuff in the past, Clayton, and I'm like thinking I should what I should have done. I should have said, you know what, I'm not guilty just because you fucking don't even know how to pronounce my fucking name. Clayton is the one who did this, not me.
Wait, Clayton?
But
the character from Tarzan?
It was Clayton.
Yeah, it was Clayton. Clayton from Banshee.
Wait, from Tarzan?
Or no, Clayton. No, there was actually a character from the show Banshee called Chayton, which is funny. What were you going to say, William?
You mean Clayton? The character from Tarzan?
Oh, yeah. But I was going to say the other thing was fucking, but it was so funny back when, and I'm not saying that, I'm saying this more to be funny. But when everybody was hating me in 2021 because of my dumb mistakes.
Here we go again.
Everybody fucking knew how to pronounce my goddamn name. And I'm like thinking, so y'all are able to pronounce my name perfectly. But yet nobody else, not in Texas, not anywhere else, can pronounce my goddamn name correctly. I thought that was it was so funny when everybody's like, Chayton, Chayton, you piece of shit. I'm like, really? Like all of you, I don't think there was one person. Maybe they misspelled it. It's like they'll put an E. I think it's 7A. But
hey, with my last name, St. Dennis, they sometimes do 2 N's when it's 1 N. So I know your feeling.
Oh, with your last name, yeah.
They do it sometimes.
Look at me, I'm wondering. I'm like, what is it?
Yeah.
You don't got.
But like that's the whole that was so funny back then, and like it's always funny. Also, I think who is it? I think David. Maybe Cabal and Punk. I think those are the only people maybe who still call me Charlie to an extent.
I thought you were talking about me for a second. Like,
I
wait,
did
what?
say you first. I said David, Cabal, and Punk are probably the only people that I know that that still say Charlie.
Yeah.
Is Cabal still around? I remember him.
Yeah, he was doing stuff with another guy, NF Punkster. I did me and Dan were in a stream. I don't know if they're still doing stuff. But they were doing stuff recently because Cabal and I think Punk were gone for a long time. But
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know because I checked out his channel, Punk's channel, and I hadn't seen he has anything on there, so I don't know what's going on. But it is what it is.
Hey, Charlie, are you familiar with a guy named Bill Cullen?
A guy named who?
Bill Cullen.
Bill Collins?
Bill Cullen.
Bill Cullen, no.
Oh, okay. Well,
I know
just
Phil
say-
Collins. He's one of the best singers of all time,
Yeah,
and also
he's
the
good.
singer of Genesis, the band, not my daughter.
Singer
But,
and drummer, yeah. The Genesis.
Well, let's
Yeah.
just say we had the special guest on here just recently. Not the interview that it was a segment at the beginning with Lacole, but we had a different person on here, a part of the Hangout Session that has a game show family background, so you should check out that story. A part of the Hangout Session. I might actually have to think about it. I might have more like not really interviews, but like special guests as part of the Hangout Sessions, maybe to make it more interesting. But I don't know.
I was gonna say shit. We we need to figure out too bad I've not really been in the scene that much anymore. Like in terms of like the scene out like in the outside stuff. I don't really know too many people anymore that like for interviews and stuff because I've just been out of the scene. Because again, I don't really do too much outside what I do on here. So
yeah. I was trying to think of unique ideas as for Hangout Sessions as concerned because
just do a chill stream. Not everything needs to be.
That's what I'm doing, but I meant like add like surprises and whatnot.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say not everything needs to be like my streams are pretty open ended. They're freaking, no pun intended. They you don't know who's going to come in. You don't know what's going to happen. It could be me for 2 hours. It could be 5 other people for 2 hours. You don't know.
Yeah. I just meant like surprises, like the guest I had on earlier.
Yeah, I see you had a special guest earlier. I'm gonna have to go back and see who that lady was.
No, it was the one I'm referring to is David Norris that was just on here. And
Oh,
also,
the guy who was in here earlier. Yeah, he was cool. He seemed very interesting. Definitely.
Yeah.
And Lacole was on here.
He was a nice guy. Dexter, how are you keeping warm?
Pretty much, just I got a central heat center, so pretty much got that taken care of.
I hate this stacked up time of year with winter. God help me.
Well, David, you know, it's better to be like that than freaking the sun hitting you where it shines off of you, where it blinds people because you're so pale.
Well,
it's amazing David doesn't burn.
Yeah, you fucking vampire. I literally. What, David? Sorry, go ahead.
It's just that you're more limited of things that you want to do. Like you have to be careful of when to leave, to go places, whatnot, and it's just,
not to mention,
David, I need to take your ass to a strip club one day.
Oh my goodness.
Baby, if David was ever able to come down here, which is probably very unlikely, would you be okay if he tagged along with us to a strip club? She said, hell yeah. So yeah, David, if you ever come down here, we're taking your scrawny little pale ass to a fucking strip club.
That'll happen on February 30th.
What's February 30th?
Nothing. That day that never
It's not a real day.
That would the day that Chari gets $1 million.
Well, like, well, I know Tom is still good, is still tight with God, the voice of God. So I could probably talk to Tom to talk to God, because God and me are still kind of on indirect terms right now. But I could probably talk to Tom to set up so God could make a February 30th for you.
Hold up, Jordy getting $1 million? Slim to none.
Just like David's sex life happening, slim to none.
Oh!
That man said he's gonna take you. Boy.
Anyway, no, I was gonna say a gesture though. Yeah, I literally got home like maybe like 5-10 minutes ago. Yeah, I wasn't gonna take the bus in this weather. Fuck that. I had my loving girlfriend who, even though she hates me because she was.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Rate You Rate podcast. Rate You Rate podcast.
You there?
Copyright.
I'm Brandon Martin. I'm with my co-host William Braun. I'm here with my other co-host Jordy.
Wait, so am I Jordan?
Copyright.
Yes, you're Jordan. William is himself. Money is
who's Michael?
Who am I?
Mr. Money and
who's the Mr. Shenanigans?
Hates and
Hades.
Yep.
I mean, David. Who am I?
You're Eric.
I'm Eric.
Yep. Good stuff.
All right.
Wait, David. Wait, David. If Hades is Eric, is this pre-race car bet when he had the race car bet, or is this post-race car bet when he got rid of that thing? I'm still waiting because I bought the race car bet from him. One sec. I don't know if I ever asked her this question. Baby, if we had a race car bed, would you do it in the race car bed with me?
Oh my goodness. Is that
He
like
said
a
if it was
single
big enough,
bed?
okay.
What is this, The Sims?
Honestly, Charlie,
You in a race car bed.
honestly, Charlie, you should do it for an April Fool's joke.
Oh yeah, well, David, you need to bring back the bunk bed and try to shove your chair in there. I miss those days. Now instead of abusing your chair, you abuse your phone.
Well,
hello, Raven Powers.
Actually, David, I got the best solution for you. I got something for you that you can use whenever you get mad and you want to throw something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the WWE shop. I'm gonna go to the WWE shop. I'm gonna buy you a replica belt. I'm gonna send it to you, and then just imagine Bill Goldberg losing to Bobby Lashley, and just throw your belt around across the room. Okay?
Or Michael's.
Actually, no. I take that back. Imagine the Boston Red Sox losing to the Yankees.
Oh man,
that's more of a you thing. So yeah, imagine the Boston Red Sox getting their asses whooped 0-45 or something. I'm not a baseball person, but imagine they're getting their asses whooped, like the worst beating, like bigger than the New York Mets whenever they lose. Like, just imagine that, and then just toss the belt around.
Well, the thing is that I'll get more mad if we lose to them in the playoffs. In the regular season, it all depends on what the game is. So
he said he don't care long as it's the important stuff.
Yeah, but it's way more fun when I beat them at Yankee Stadium.
All right, well then the Red Sox are on they're basically 0-85, or better yet 0-69. Losing streak.
Damn. That's like the worst record ever.
We're not the Chicago White Sox, there, Charlie.
Give some respect to money. That's anyway.
I'm more of a Cubs fan, I will admit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
But David, just remember though, or the other thing that could irk you, imagine getting destroyed by a Canadian. Given like imagine get destroyed by a Canadian.
I mean, technically that happened last night with the hockey game.
Yeah, it did.
So
USA Canada hockey game last night.
Okay, Canada won.
But I was only happy for Marchand because he's our Bruins captain, but still that wasn't the prettiest sight.
Was it a close one?
It went into overtime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it was a close one.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Tomorrow's the last day of the rodeo, and I start my vacation. Tonight was fucking Nelly.
Hey, Charlie,
Nelly was at the fucking rodeo because nothing screams country like fucking Nelly.
That's funny.
Hashtag don't live Friday.
Hey, it is country grammar.
Yeah.
Don't live
like we'll see how that short does tomorrow that I posted. Well, it's coming out tomorrow.
Like Jason Aldean. No, my bad, not Jason Aldean. Didn't he have a song with like Tim McGraw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And then what do you call it? I think tomorrow. Who's tomorrow? Nate Smith and Dwight Yoakam. So those are like
I don't know them guys. Well, Nate Smith sounds a little familiar.
And then next month, I'm so excited. I'll be working the fucking Deftones and fucking Papa Roach.
I get to work Deftones too in
That's a good
April.
show.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah,
and then I'm waiting for April Disturbed. Fucking A.
Hey, sorry, I want to ask you this as you're here. Do you think I should stop posting I will do shorts, but I'm just talking about like uploading clips from Chilling3000 like as for videos. Should I just skip that and only do
You
shorts?
need this is my advice. Don't post clips. Yes,
Okay.
Popcorn Pale does that too because some of them are longer.
Yeah,
But
that's fine.
find something that's funny. Like find something that's like a funny line, but it's not no longer than a minute. And post that as a short. Because I think that'll get you more traction. Look at all and I'm not saying this to brag, but look all the shorts I posted in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The shorts have gotten hundreds of views. 2 videos alone combined 5,000 views.
Yeah.
So
I tried to do that with my new channel today. I did just to get it started, but I made a mistake and put it on my old channel by accident. But true, it could help. It could help.
Yeah, I've almost done that a few times, and I'm like, no, I'm retired from that channel. Woman, why are you in my spot?
Anyways, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you all.
Because you hate me.
All right.
That's why.
Okay.
Peace
Thanks for
out,
having me on,
man.
David.
I'm gonna have to head out too, man, because
All right.
I just came off my little long stream, but I did have to come in and show David some love and everybody else on the panel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get going as well. I'm gonna get going as well. I got stuff to do, and then I gotta turn in for the night.
Dragon.
I was about to go because David's face scares me, but I was about to see Dragon, so
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night, man. Turn up,
Bye,
Dragon. What's good, Dragon? What's good, bro? Oh, I can't hear him.
How about yourself? Yo.
Oh, okay. I can hear you now. What's up?
Yes, a lot, a little bit.
A lot, but a little bit.
Oh, about to hear it. Let me see if I can edit his mic. Oh no, his mic
sounds
saying
a little low.
I just did. Try now, Dragon.
Yo.
You may need. I don't know. Try talking now.
Yo, can you hear me?
That's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear you. Sorry, you can hear him, right? You just heard him.
Yeah, I can hear him. I'm just watching a thing for Big Montreal Sticks.
Anyway, Mr. Money, I'll see you there. Okay. Thank you for tuning.
All right, guys. Let me Dragon. I see you popped in. Much love to you, Dragon. Everybody else. Thank you, David. I'm gonna come back though. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
I'll probably join one of your movie streams because I see you be doing the movies too. So I'll probably join in on one of those because I like watching, especially older, type of movies and stuff. And have a little fun with you guys. I had a good time, and thank you too for showing up on my stuff. And I'll see you guys later.
Later, buddy.
Peace out, guys.
Hey Jay, are you still working at the rodeo?
Yeah, for one more day. I'm so sick of it. I love my job, but
Why
goddamn rodeo is just too much to bear.
Yeah.
I cannot wait till I get back to Spurs shit and fucking whatever else. Papa Roach, Deftones. I even take the K-pop band that's supposed to be here next month as well.
What is the K-pop band?
J-Hope, I think.
Okay.
Is that Jordan's favorite team?
Wait,
Jordan's
you working in an arena too, or?
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Like I find some artists because my girl's more aligned with the times than I am because I'm an old fart.
We've
So
been having a lot more K-pop recently. At Central, we just had Espa or whatever. I think we have one. I think we have two next week.
So back to what you were saying earlier, Charlie.
What was I saying?
About the shorts or whatever.
Oh, that was it. I just told you to start making it more into shorts and then fucking work with that. Yeah. Because I think and if they don't do well, then it may be best to do it. Like again, I'm shocked that most the two lowest videos I've gotten on the channel in terms of viewership has been 100 views. But I've had no video under 100 since I started doing it.
It's just
like I said, there will be clips from the shows that I'll post on when I do the house files, which will be on the 6th. Because I technically could have enough clips, but it's not going to be a lot of me talking because I've just been so busy. I've not really had time to film anything.
Yeah.
And I just, and me and my girl have not been able to do much. And then for Valentine's Day, we did. I had no need to fucking do any filming and stuff because again, that was
wait. Why you didn't film your videos? Just your movie.
What movie? Sex tapes?
Yeah, idiot. On Valentine's Day. At least.
Oh yeah, I got sex tapes. I told David because he's been asking about them, and so is Jordan.
Can you reenact it?
I've told both of them. I said I'll sell it. I'll let you. I'll give them to you for $108 per video.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, because he told me in the message when I told you the price. Actually, it was during a call. He told me that your ass is too cheap.
I don't remember that, but
yeah, you're let me reenact it. You're like this. Because Jordan, there's already proof of Jordan saying in that one video where he wants me to do it on his bed. but oh God, BTS, don't remind me. Anywho, I was gonna say, what was it? What was I saying?
Hot tool, girl.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so David was like this. Shirley, I heard you were possibly going to have some sex tapes, and I was wondering if I could have them. And I was like, okay, that's a little weird. Okay, if you want them, $108. They're like, no, that's too expensive. It's too cheap. I'm too cheap.
Fake news.
Is that true, David? Hey.
Nope, it was not true.
No, it is true.
One second. Hey, sweetie. Look. Didn't David ask he wanted to buy our sex tapes?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he sent us a request.
Yeah, he sent us a request, but he put
pretty freaky stuff he's into.
Pretty freaky stuff he's into. You heard it from her. So if you say it's not true, are you calling her a liar, motherfucker? Calling her a liar?
No, I'm only calling you a liar, Charlie.
Well, she's back in
record. Survey says.
That's what I think about you, Charlie.
Well, I was gonna say if you're calling me a liar and I have a witness who corroborates my story, then that means you're calling her a liar. So for that, Be gone. Welcome everybody to Open House. We're
Shut
here.
I'm back.
Anyway, but yeah, so now it's proven.
Not true, but I was trying to ask you, Chari, of
You're trying to masturbate? What?
I was trying to ask you how often should I promote?
How often do I masturbate? That's not.
How often should I promote?
How often you should promote your masturbation? What?
Why get angry? Hey,
Oh,
hey, can you tell David to stop being angry? Tell David to stop. Tell David to stop getting angry.
David, stop being angry. We don't want you to throw belts around, man.
I will if you stop interrupting me.
All right. So, how often you should promote your shorts or promote just in general?
Both my Chilling3000 streams and my clips or shorts, whatever.
Well, David, I would say because most of the groups that we are in, we're like some of the Facebook groups, because I get like, and this issue also goes to Brandon. Like, I'll get messaged. I'll get messaged by 3 different accounts or 3 different message chats of the same link, which, okay, that's understandable. But the majority, like some of the people in like the messenger group chats are also in other group chats. So you could literally just put, hey, everyone, tune in live tomorrow night at whatever time for Rant and Rave Podcast. If you want to promote it in your Discord server or something like that, and hey, I appreciate the promotion. But for me, now granted, I could just mute notifications, but who knows if there's an important thing I may want to hear or something. But my point is that if everybody that's in the same messenger group chat, and this goes to you and I'm not just saying this for any particular person. If let's say, like, there are people that only have Discord, like Sloppy only has Discord. So certain people only have Discord. Okay, that's fine. You know, a lot of people that are in my Discord server ain't in your Discord server. That's fair. But like, if it's like 1 or 2 people that are in the same group chats each time, yes, okay, that's fine. But like, I think in one group chat, there's literally 4 of us, and we're literally in 2 other groups. Actually, and I'm like, why are you posting? And again, this goes to both of y'all. I'm tired. I'm like thinking I'm wanting a notification from my girl or something. I'm looking, I see Brandon Martin, fucking Rant and Rave Podcast with David 3000. As far as the promotion, I would try to keep it within groups that you know there's a vast majority different people in there. That's one thing. Second, depending on how big the episode is. If this is going to be your standard Chilling3000, little promotion, you're gonna, like, your core audience will come in.
Yeah.
If it's a big episode, like you have something big going on, then I would promote that a lot. Like if I'm doing like when we did episode 50 of the Hangman Outcast, we promoted the shit out of that fucking thing because it was a big deal.
Yeah.
Or like the debate between you and Jerome when you got your ass reamed by him. You know.
What the hell, man? Why bring out all of you?
Well,
because it's still funny. You know.
Well,
the motherfucker thought he had a shot with Happy Gilmore.
But is it okay? We do the same to you.
All right, David. What do you want to bring up something from back in the day?
Well, I was saying that you were using that as an example as part of your answer.
Anyway, like if it's a big episode, okay, that's fine. Promote the shit out of that. But like any other ones, I would just say do it. Like I usually try to promote it. Like, kind of look at what I do. I don't promote every short. I don't promote anything. I actually don't promote the shorts at all. It's just that so that tells you how good those viewerships are because I don't do no promotion at all. Yeah. The only time I promote anything really is the live streams. And usually I'll promote it. Usually the day before, the day of, And I will, like I said, I promote it in the Renegades chat. Sometimes I'll post on Facebook. And then I post on Discord, my Discord group, your Discord group, and I think another person's Discord group. And that's it.
TikTok. Don't forget TikTok.
Oh, I don't really promote anything like on there that much. Although I am going to start posting clips from different things for the popcorn panel and or some funny stuff to try to get more people on the David's channel. But so I'm going to start doing that, for example. But as far as like anything else, I would kind of see what my format of things of doing it.
Yeah.
And try to do it like that. But again, if it's a big episode, promote the fuck out of it. Over promote if you have to. Because if it's like the big episode, then you better to do that.
Yeah. It's just that I'm not everybody choice about me over promoting. It's just that I want to get more ideas out there. I want to
Hey, I have a question. Do you think David should get a TikTok?
I'm not doing it because I don't want to waste my time. So but, it is what it is. But that's going to be it for this episode of Chilling3000 Hangouts. So hopefully we can talk a little bit more once the stream is done. And tune in this Sunday night for another episode at 8/7 Central. And have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. And good night. And have a great rest of your
Have a good